Today, we'll be learning how to properly size a hose for all of the different Polaris pressure side booster pump pool cleaners. So let's get started. As you can see here, we've labeled each of the hose components. This will be important during installation prior to cutting the hose to fit the pool. We need to learn how to identify each component of the hose properly. The universal wall fitting is used to connect the cleaner to the wall of the pool. Next, we see the inline screen, which is used to filter smaller debris that may clog the cleaner. This should be cleaned weekly, or more often if needed. Then you can see the floats. Each one is as important as the next. Pay close attention to the proper placement in the properly sized feed hose diagram. Next, we show the swivels and the backup valve. We'll speak more of these later. Once you stretch the hose out straight, you should be able to identify three distinct 10-foot sections. The first being the leader hose, which is the end that connects to the cleaner. The remaining two sections are the feeder hoses. Now that we have the hose stretched out and ready to go, we need to properly size it for use in this particular pool. The first step is to figure out how much, if any, to cut off of the leader hose. To measure this amount, we must figure out the depth of the pool. An easy, quick way to do this is to use the telepole and measure down to the deep end. You can use this as a measuring stick next to the leader hose. If the depth was more than 10 feet, then the leader hose can remain intact. Otherwise, disconnect the leader hose at the swivel which connects it to the supply hose. Cut the leader hose to match the pool depth and reattach it to the swivel. Once the leader hose is cut to length, the UWF can be attached to the return outlet, and the hose should then be stretched to the farthest point of the pool. Once the hose is stretched out, measure the overage to within 6 inches of the edge of the pool. This overage will be cut out of equal portions of the two feed hose lengths. Now we can reconnect the hoses. Attach the cleaner and submerge. In a perfect installation, if you put a loop in the hose and turn on the cleaner, it should pull the loop out when it reaches the end of the pool right where you measured. If the loop remains in the hose, you can recut the feed hoses to make adjustments. Remember, when cutting the feed hoses, cut equal lengths from each feed hose section. That concludes proper hose sizing and installation. Thank you for watching.